Welcome to our YouTube channel students, e-learning hub by Udgam Welfare Foundation. Students, in this video we are going to discuss another case study, that is case study number 2 on quadratic equation chapter. If you have missed our previous video on quadratic equation case study, then I request you to please watch that case study so that it is going to enhance your skills, as we have discussed various concepts and problems in that particular video. These case study are going to help you whether you are a CBSE board student or ICSE board student. So let's move forward and discuss our case study number 2 on quadratic equation for grade 10 students. So students, here comes our case study number 2, which state a school is planning to build a rectangular flower garden. The principal wants the garden's length to be 4 meters more than its width. The area of the garden is expected to be 96 square meters. To find the appropriate dimension, the student decide to model the situation using a quadratic equation. They learn that converting the geometric condition into an algebraic equation leads to a quadratic expression that can be solved either by factorization or by completing the square method. Using both methods allows them to verify their answer. This real life context helps them understand how quadratic equation can represent physical problems such as dimensions and area. Now here I have discussed and I have mentioned the key concept and formulas for your ready reference, but you have to memorize these, as you are not going to get these in your board exam. So let width be x, then the length will be x plus 4. Area of the rectangle is equal to length into width. Standard form of the quadratic equation is this. Factorization and completing the square method, x square plus 4x minus 96 equal to 0. Completing the square, convert to a perfect square trinomial. So on the basis of this particular case study, I am going to discuss 5 MCQ as per the board standard. So let's move forward and discuss our first MCQ on this case study. So student, here comes our question number first on this particular case study, which states what quadratic equation represents the area of a rectangular garden. As in our case study, it is given that length is 4 meters more than its width. So let us assume that width is equal to x, therefore length is equal to x plus 4. As we know that area of a rectangle is given by length into width or whatever, right? So which is given by x into x plus 4, and it is given that this is equal to 96. Hence we can expand this like x into x is x square plus 4x and minus 96 equal to 0. So this is our required quadratic equation for this particular case study. Now if we match our option, then we can easily find that option number C is the correct answer here. Now let's move towards question number 2. So students, here comes our question number 2, which states solve the equation using factorization. What is the width of the garden here? So our quadratic equation is x square plus 4x minus 96 equal to 0. Now we need to factorize this equation to get our roots, and you can say to get the value of x. We can simply split the middle term using x square plus 12x minus 8x. Very simple. 12 8 is 96 and it is going to give you 4x only. Very simple. And this is going to give us this. So this implies x plus 12, as we can take out x common, minus we can take out 8 common here, we are going to get x plus 12 here. So this implies x plus 12 into x minus 8. So therefore our values are x equal to minus 12 and 8. Obviously this is not going to help us, and this is not the right solution for this quadratic equation, as x is your width of the rectangular area. Therefore we can say that x equals to 8 is the correct answer here. So what is the width? Width is 8 meter only. So hence option number A is our correct answer. Now let's move towards question number 3. So students, here comes our question number 3, which states what is the corresponding length of the garden. As we know that length is 4 meters more than its width, and in our previous question we have found that width is equal to 8 meters. So we can say that length is equal to 8 plus 4, which is 12 meters only. Hence option number B is our correct answer here. Now let's move towards question number 4. So student, here comes our question number 4, which states solve the equation x square plus 4x minus 96 equal to 0 by completing the square. So you have to note that in MCQ the examiner is not going to get any sort of interest how you are finding or how you are solving this equation. So here I have given this question just for your understanding, so that you can understand the method of completing the square. So let's do that. Let's first write it x square plus 4x equals to 96. Now if we require square here and square here, so we have to make it whole square type. So if we add 4 here, then we are going to get 100, which is the square of 10. Similarly, we can add 4 on the both side. So let's do this thing. So it will become 100 and this equation will become x plus 2 whole square. So this is going to help us a lot. So x plus 2 whole square is nothing but this one. And in RHS you are going to get 10 square. And if a square is equal to b square, then we can simply say that a is equal to b. Hence we can say that x plus 2 is equal to 10, and this is going to give you 10 minus 2, which is 8, and we have already find this in our previous question. So x equal to 8 is the value of x. So this was quite interesting, and students who don't know the concept how to find the value of x by completing the square, they can easily understand this by using this particular method. Now let's move towards question number 5. So students, here comes our question number 5, which states what is the area of the rectangular garden based on the final dimension. Obviously we have already find out the area of the garden, and it is also given in the question. This question is given just to confuse the students. So therefore we can say that 96 square meters is the correct answer here. So students, that was the last question of this case study. I hope you enjoyed this particular video, as we have discussed various concepts in this particular case study on the chapter quadratic equation, and these case studies are going to help you a lot in your coming board exams. Also, I have prepared 1 marker online test on different chapters for grade 10 students, which is going to help CBSE as well as ICSE board students. So how to access these tests, I am going to share the link in the description box, and you can access these tests and try these tests, as these tests are free of cost and available on our website, which is udgamwelfarefoundation.com. We are going to discuss more case studies on different chapters in our next videos. Till then, goodbye and take care.